Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Everyone, welcome to my channel. I was thinking about kindness. In my opinion, kindness is the biggest religion. Kindness, love, and humanity. And I have learned kindness from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. I have read a couple of his biographies, and I haven't read many, but whatever I have read or have heard in terms of hadith or heard in terms of oral transmission in other classes, I have fell in love with the philosophy and the concept of Islam even more. And for me, a true Muslim is someone who has kindness, who is humble, who is caring about others, who is always trying to help others, who is not bitter, who has control over his or her own emotions, and who has peace, who promotes peace and well-being and happiness, someone who smiles, someone, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was such a perfect example of how you should live. But unfortunately nowadays, I think most of us, we fail to be like that. We fail to replicate his example. We are busy chasing other goals. We are busy worshipping other celebrities or figures. And the best example is already here. We don't need to look any further. And yes, I myself, I wouldn't say that I am the epitome of it. I try. And I think that is very important that as Muslims, we give the right image. We don't give people a kind of image that makes them feel like, Muslims are terrible people. They are bad people. They are so arrogant. They are so nasty. They have no manners, or the way they treat people. It's a turn off. Because many times, I can tell you myself, I have come across a lot of Muslims even before I was wearing hijab, and there were many Muslims who don't have a very welcoming attitude at all. They have a repulsive attitude. They have a lot of negativity towards other people. And nowadays, there are still many scholars, especially I have observed, like the more religious and baptizing people are, the more they feel like they have a license to promote hatred, and they are always out there spitting venom on everyone. So of course you can do dawah, you can correct people, you can give advice, you can gently remind people that there is a better way to do something, but you don't have to be harsh and unkind and aggressive to the point where you hurt people's feelings. And I have witnessed that a lot of times. Maybe I myself, I have been guilty of that, but I can tell you that as far as I remember, I have never gone to a person and tell them in an offensive, hurtful way that, for example, like, why are you not wearing the hijab? You will be going to hell, or you're such a bad person. You should not be doing that. So that I will never do. But there are many people who do that in the name of Islam. Like, in their opinion, they should be doing it, but the manner is not correct. Like the Prophet, peace be upon him, even when dealing with non-believers, non-Muslims, he was always so respectful. He was always like, he was seeing the people as human beings first, and not just being hateful towards people for no reason. Even the people who harmed him, there was a woman who was pouring rubbish on him every single day. So he went to inquire, when he did not see that woman for one day, he went to inquire about that woman's health. So then the woman embraced Islam, as we all know. So that's what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us, guys. That's how we should be. But look at us, we are so busy like finding faults in everyone. We are so eager to start up a fight, like we are always boiling with righteousness. We feel like, that holier than thou, as if you are superior just because you are praying, you are having a beard, you wear hijab, or you think that you're a better human being or a better Muslim, doesn't give you the license to go out there and hurt people's feelings. And you don't have any idea who that person is in the eyes of Allah. Like, maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that person more than you. For example, maybe I am wearing hijab, but there are many things which I am not doing. Maybe there is another woman who is not wearing hijab, who is not even Muslim, but Allah might accept her, Allah might forgive her, Allah might even admit her to Jannah. So we have to be humble. Where has the humility gone? Why do we feel like we are superior, like we are the best of Muslims, and therefore we have to go out there and correct everyone and judge everyone and tell them that, what you are doing is not correct, or what you are doing is not good enough? It simply doesn't make sense to me.